Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Murphy, and thank you for visiting my channel. This channel is all about empowering agents to master their craft and become better leaders. Today is day 30. Woohoo! We did it! 30-day challenge done. I know there was a lot of haters out there that didn't think I was going to do it. And quite frankly, not going to lie, I didn't think this guy was going to do it. But I've done it now. We have worked every day for 30 days and we've posted about what we've done. And it's been absolutely life changing. So I want to thank you all that have come on this journey with me. And I really hope like this 30 days of documenting what I went through is going to be helpful for future agents to come to let you know exactly like what it's really like and to go through it and how you can get out of it and what I done to get out of it. So it's all documented now, which will be great. I think it's amazing too. My daughter and wife decided to do a 30-day no TV. So the whole household is changing, and it's great. But let's get into the numbers. And before the numbers, hey guys, if you think that this has been helpful and you like the content, or you think this guy's nuts and life's worse than yours, hey, share, subscribe, like, tell somebody about it. Do's and don'ts. So the numbers today, we had 159 dials. We had 11 pickups, 3 quotes. I got 2 apps started and 2 apps done. One of them was new business and one of them was a rewrite. I had a decline come in and I called the client and rewrote them with a different, carrier. So that's part of the business. You got to call the client and get them back on the book. Some people don't even do that. And then, I had about a 3-hour break today in the middle of the day. I had to take my daughter to an appointment and traffic was bad. And it was about 30 minutes away from the home. Took us almost like 45, 50 minutes to get back. And that was 3 hours of my day. And I was exhausted and I was in the kitchen and I was getting ready to do some dishes. And my wife, Rosa, for any of you that knows it, she goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I was going to do the dishes." She's like, no. She's like, "Just because you're on your 30-day doesn't mean you start slacking now." She's like, "Didn't you have a long break today?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, I've been killing it for 30 days. And, it's been hard to wake up and go to the gym and doing a full day work and then posting and learning." And she was basically just like, "So," you know? And so I was like, okay, so I came back in here and I'm telling you, if you guys never heard this is true facts. Like so many times when I've been out in the field back in the day, I would work all day and I'd be exhausted or my mind and I'd just be like, I'm going to go home. And then I'd be like, no, just one more house. You said you're going to work till dark. It's not dark yet. You can get in 1 to 2 more knocks. And always, almost always, I'd say like 80% of the time, if you can gather the gumption and go through that and do it, that last few homes, always a sale. Sometimes you get a 2 for a husband and wife. So that's exactly what happened. I came back on the phone, I turned on the dialer, I started making some calls, and I got a hold of somebody in Hawaii, and it's a 6-hour difference. So that was at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So it was only 2:30 their time. And she picked up and we had a great conversation and we put something in place. And I'm going to give her a call Tuesday and help her figure out this UL she has that she doesn't know anything about or understand. So that goes to show the power of doing what you say you're going to do, putting in the hours and being focused. And even, on the days where you didn't get in the activity you wanted to, you got to put it in at the end of the night and you get rewarded, for doing the right thing for the right reason when nobody's looking and you don't have to, because we're 1099. We don't have to do this. I didn't have to call this lady at 8:30. I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock now. I don't have to be making these videos. But you know what? If you want more in life, this is what you got to do. You got to put in the work and the grind. And I mean, I see people sitting in these Zoom rooms 5, 6, 7, 8 hours and barely getting up to go do anything but just dial, talk, and work on their business. And that is what it takes. And that's what you want to look for in leadership. You don't want somebody that says, hey, go watch them. You don't want somebody that says, hey, read this. You don't want somebody that says, hey, do this because this person said it works. No, you want somebody that's there in the fire, building the fire, throwing logs on the fire, and is constantly going to be there to help and support you. You want somebody in the trenches that's sitting in the Zoom room with you, dialing and doing what you're doing. Or when they get to a point, like where Dana's at now, she necessarily doesn't have to, get on the floor and make sales, but she does periodically, like yesterday and today. She'll jump on the floor and take calls and make some sales to keep herself sharp. But that's what great leaders do, because it makes everybody else want to push, and it makes everybody else want to do more when she doesn't have to do it, but she chooses to do it because she's a real leader and she leads by example. Before one time we we were all, some people, not let's say we, but there were some people maybe talking about the lead structure, right? So she said, okay, well, let me figure it out. So she cleared her schedule, she ran a bunch of leads, and she came back and said, look, it's working for me, so what's the disconnect? And that's what you want in a leader. And we're here for that. I'm here for that. I'll be in the trenches with you. I can show you and teach you exactly what you need to be done. I can plug you into our community, our culture. And I have to say, I'm a better teacher, But, I'm dusting the rust off. We're going. I think I went like, 15 days, 2,500 with no sales. And now I've had 14 sales. I'm looking right about 14,000, and that was from the 13th. So, it's definitely doable. You can get there. It's all up here, and it's all in here. It's like, how much do you want it? What are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you going to pay for it? How far are you willing to go to get what you want? Right? Right. And that's really all I got about today. I'm really excited. The 30-day challenge complete. We did it. We're back in the game. We're humming. Um, I'm so excited and so blessed and so thankful for, and just really grateful for not only the opportunity of what life insurance, but really what Lasting Mark and Roger Short and Brian Askins and Chris Ball and just Dallas and Zach and the whole team. And then you got the whole other part of the retirement team and Pat and Cole. And there's just so many people that have put together this organization. Like, and the culture is just amazing. And I'm just blessed that this is the last stop. I know, I'll retire from here, and it's, man, I'm telling you, it's a new world. It's a new day. It's a new, yeah, it's new. So come join us. We're hiring. We'd love to see if you're a fit.